interested in AI, each participant will choose one topic that they're curious about. So just think about one thing that you like. It doesn't have to be about AI. In fact, the example that Anne gave on her LinkedIn this morning was about um,
Shower
oranges.
oranging.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shower
shower
oranging.
oranging.
And I'd never heard of that, but it was quite interesting. It made me curious. So just think about one thing. It could be about cooking. It could be about life, and it could be about mom, and it could be, about how a mom handles things during sports. Whatever you want, or it could be an AI type of thing.
Uh,
But you are just supposed to correct, Anne? It could
yeah,
be anything that they
it could be
want.
anything under the
hmm
sun.
And you're just gonna choose a topic. It could be personal, professional, exploratory, or strange. I like the strange. The only
That's nice.
requirement is that the participant finds it interesting. So it doesn't have to be interesting to everybody else in the room. It only had to be interesting to you. And then you're going to number two, use AI, any AI that you want, to create three or more distinct content formats. So it needs to be like, you can't just do three blogs and that's it. You can do a blog post, you can do a podcast, you can do a video, you can do a LinkedIn post. I mean, it could be pretty much anything that you want to generate that can be seen in three different pieces of media, basically. And then on July 12th, when we're back together on Social Saturday, we're going to get back together and we're going to just share it together. So everybody just shares. I mean, it'll just be a couple minutes per person. And then we spin a wheel and we give out prizes. And isn't that fun? So this is how it goes. Today is the kickoff. And then July 5th, we're going to do like a little check in on Social Saturday just to say it again. Anybody that hadn't joined yet can join it. It does, there's no like time limit per se on it. July 7th is Monday, July 7th. I'm just going to be there for an informal Zoom. You can pop in, ask for some help, give, swap tools with each other, talk to each other about the challenges, because when we do it again on July 12th, there might be a lot more people on that day. So if you want to pop in on July 7th and then July 12th, and the final Social Saturday, we're going to get together. We're going to show what we created. You could even just throw it into Mighty Network. So if you're a Mighty Network participant, you could put it in Mighty Networks. Could we create like a little
Yeah,
section, Anne? Yeah.
totally. Yeah, we'll
Um,
create a little section.
yeah, and we just have fun and showcase. And then the people that are outside of Mighty Networks, then you could just wait until one of those social Saturdays. You get to come for free, and you'll be able to participate and show us what you did that way. And then we spin a wheel and get prizes. Everybody that participates gets one prize, and then we spin the wheel for better prizes. And you want to do this part?
Everybody gets a prize. Like Mary said, we'll figure out what juicy goodness we can offer there. Lots of options. And then I was thinking for the raffle prize, I'm going to get something from Trudy and her mom, for example, one of those highly sought after, highly coveted gift boxes. For example, that's one of the things we'll get, and we'll gather up some other little goodies, maybe some She Leads AI swag, a notebook, a hat. Anyway, we're gonna make a little grab bag of goodies for you. So that's the vote of confidence to say participate. This is an opportunity to try something new or to refine a way that you already make stuff. There are all these ways that we can make things and have like an experiential little moment and really, I think, share and learn from one another more than we can have time to explore on our own. That's like one of the main things is you could spend an entire lifetime trying these use cases out, but we'll have like a whole buffet of use cases because we'll be looking at, if depending on how many people participate, we could have like 100 examples of how you make stuff from an idea. So
And think of the ways that everybody will just learn something from just how did you approach it? How did Trudy approach it as opposed to Bettina? How did Rachel approach it as opposed to me or Reed? So
yeah,
every single person has a different mindset when they come into something, and we all might really learn something cool from that. This should take you less than an hour.
how
Probably.
long you want to spend on it. It could take 10 minutes, and then maybe that's your flex. Maybe you're able to make a whole bunch of stuff in 10 minutes, and that would be something that would be really cool for us to learn from. Rachel Zipsey made 70 pieces of content in 20 some odd minutes this week, for example. That's pretty big flex.